Hi Pisces, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your December TarotScope. First I want to call in some good energy surrounding this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for commenting, for those of you who've taken time out to comment. And also thank you for those who have ordered readings. I value your support and I enjoy working with all of you. So let's see what's happening for Pisces. We've got a full moon in Gemini, and that's aspecting your 4th house, 4th and 10th house axis. And then we have a new moon in Sagittarius, which will be in your 10th house. So there could be a new beginning in your career at the end of the month in December. So the full moon happens on December 3rd, and Mercury goes retrograde. This is going to be an interesting month. And then we have a new moon on December 18th, and that's connected to Uranus, so there could be some surprises around that time. So let's see what the cards say. What does Pisces need to know about love and relationship in December? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationship in December? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships in December? The Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So you start the month out with the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of, and then crossed by the Two of Pentacles. The Hermit's a card of taking time out to evaluate your life path. You might be feeling like just being by yourself for a while. Like you're not in the mood to socialize. You just want time, quiet time, so you could think. And time to evaluate, what you need and what's important to you. The Hermit can sometimes make you feel like you're all alone in the world and you have no one to help you, or no one understands what you're going through. But it is a time of following your inner guidance, or even going to someone else for advice. The Hermit is the wise old man. So you may seek out the advice of a friend or someone whose opinion you respect, even a professional counselor. Or you could be taking quiet time, doing some soul searching, and following your own inner guidance. You may have been busy with the Two of Pentacles, working on a lot of different projects and trying to keep everything going, and now maybe you just need time out to recharge in the month of December. Maybe you've been just pushing yourself too hard. This is also a card sometimes that comes up when you're laughing on the outside and crying on the inside, like you're not really sharing what's going on within you. So you might be struggling with some problem by yourself, and you don't really have to do that alone. The Hermit means you can reach out to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, because you have friends that care about you. The Page of Wands could be news. You might have received some news recently from someone that you care very much about. Someone may be going through a difficult time financially. Maybe they're reaching out. Maybe you're feeling like you have to help someone over a hump. Maybe someone's feeling depressed. It could be you. It could be someone that you're close to, who's feeling, struggling a little bit financially, feeling a little cut off from loved ones, feeling like they're on the outside looking in, maybe starting to question their abilities, or feeling like, am I good enough to do this, or do I really fit in with this group? So you're evaluating a lot of things. You might be, but I think this is going to be passing. You might be dealing with someone who has some psychological issues and maybe needs counseling, because the Strength card is here and the Five of Swords. So there might be someone who's going through a difficult time, maybe has issues with anger, and needs to learn how to release their anger in healthy ways. It could be you. Maybe you're learning how to get your needs met without being going over the top, too reactive. Because this is a card of taming the beast within, the Strength card. It's about not overreacting to things, not going to extremes of emotion. And with the Five of Swords in the future, you might feel like you're dealing with something you might be dealing with a person who has problems that can't be easily fixed. So you have to either accept the person or accept the relationship with its limitations, because you can't fix the person. You have to either love them for who they are, or you have to walk away. It's possible that this person could use some counseling. If you're in a relationship with someone who's got some issues, counseling could help the situation. So whether for yourself or for a partner, it would be a good thing to learn how to deal with these emotions, these strong emotions that you're feeling. And maybe you do have to cut your losses and move on, and you're thinking about that, and you're considering, do I need to break away? You may have to set some boundaries. You might have been a little bit too giving with someone, and now they're taking advantage of your kindness. Because in this card, you always feel victimized in some way. So with the Seven of Wands here, you need to stand your ground. You need to stand up for something that you believe in and set some boundaries. And people are going to push those buttons. They're going to push those boundaries to see if you really mean it. But you have to be strong. In your environment, there's the Two of Wands. So you could be thinking about forming a partnership. You have these two cards, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Those usually come up when you have a decision to make about a partnership. Both business and, it could be either business or personal, because you have a lot of wands in this reading. So it could be, should I partner with this person in business? Are they going to be reliable? You might be dealing with someone who is a little bit unscrupulous, and you want to really check into it before you get too wrapped up. The Three of Swords is in your wish fulfillment here. So you're cutting away what's no longer working. You may be thinking of maybe healing from a past relationship or going through a breakup. If you've decided that you want to walk away from something that's not working, it may be really, you may be feeling really upset about it or hurt by it. You don't understand a person's reaction or how, because you're dealing with someone who's not very nice, who doesn't play fair, and who can be hostile at times. So the Three of Swords can mean cutting away or break. It could be like words exchanged that were hurtful, feelings being hurt. There could be someone that, you're both feeling sad about the separation. Like if you've broken up with someone, you're both feeling a sense of sadness. It could even be a friendship. It doesn't have to always be a romance. The Queen of Wands could be a friendship. Could be now the Queen of Wands can represent a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this Queen energy is very aggressive, very cutthroat. They want what they want, and they don't care how they get it. And they're very ambitious and aggressive in the way they go about achieving their goals. So you may feel that this person may have hurt you in some way. Maybe they had an agenda, and their agenda is somehow harming you, and you're having to decide whether you want to maintain this friendship or this relationship. So you have some decisions to make in December. But I think that you can come out of this. You can come to a solution. Over the next 2 months, you're going to have to make some decisions. And it's really important that you stand up for what you believe in. And if you need to help you deal with anything that you need to sever at this time in your life, You need to take a leadership role in your life and not let people push you around, and not put up with any kind of toxic relationship. So if somebody is not treating you kindly, or someone is abusing their influence or abusing their privileges and trampling over your feelings, maybe you need to cut ties with that person. And if you can't do it, you may need counseling to help you do it, to give you that strength. I think that would help. But the good thing is that with the new moon, so there could be like a conflict between work, because you have the 4th house and the 10th house in conflict. You may be balancing, home and work life. Like maybe your job is taking you away from home issues, from someone at home, or problems at home are affecting your career. So you're going to have to find that balance at the full moon. Something may be coming to a head at the full moon. And you want to make sure that you're seeing things clearly, because Neptune is involved with this full moon in a T-square. So it's possible that you're not seeing things clearly, or someone's not being honest with you. You may be over-idealizing someone more than they're worth. So you want to just look at what's real, and maybe talk to someone to help you figure it out, to help you see the reality. On the other hand, the new moon in Sagittarius is falling in your 10th house. And I think this is more career related, and it could mean a boost in your salary or boost in your financial resources, because Uranus is going through your 10th house, your 2nd house. And that's the house of self-esteem, and that's the house of money and values and what you... So there could be some... Uranus can work either way. It can bring money in, or it can take money out. It's very surprising. It's very kind of unstable energy. You don't know what to expect. But because it's trining this new moon, and the new moon's connected with Saturn, I think that you could have a new beginning in your career that can make you feel, that can bring you new life, new fresh new money coming in, fresh earning ability, or make you feel better about yourself in some way. Make you feel a little bit more free-spirited, maybe not so weighted down. Although the Saturn influence, you're going to have to do the work. So you're going to have to really work toward a goal in your career. But if any beginnings that you start at this new moon can lead to something very stable and very secure, something that will be in place for a long time. So you want to make sure, if you make any commitments at the end of the month, that it's something that you really are prepared to stick with. You want to make sure that this is going to be something that will last. That you really want, because it's going to be in place for a long time. So it can change. It could be a change of status where you decide to make a commitment. Maybe you end one relationship and make a commitment to another relationship. Or maybe you have a change in your career path or your career direction that's more along the lines of what you want to do, and gives you a little bit more financial freedom. So I think that December is going to be kind of a mixed bag of tricks for you. There'll be some releasing of what no longer is serving you. And you're going to have to figure out what you really want and what you really need. But then you have this opportunity for a new beginning at the end of the month. And that new beginning can bring you something more stable and more grounded and more something that will last. So don't be afraid to release what's no longer serving you. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in and set boundaries. Don't be abused by people in your life. Don't allow it to continue. And if it means severing ties with someone who's not being nice to you or not playing fair, then you need to find the strength to do that. Because whatever you cut away, you're making room for something better to replace what you let go of. So I wish you strength and courage for the month of December to release what no longer serves you, and wise decisions. And I wish you career success and abundance and new beginnings with the new moon. So that's my forecast for Pisces for December. I hope this reading was a help to you, and I will talk to you again next month. Happy holidays. Bye now.